Are we live? Oh, we're live. Brandon, what do you want to podcast about today?
So we come to you today with nothing prepared.
You love your pink. I don't like my purple.
So normally we like to start with a topic,
I'm just a Timberlake.
and that's not going to be the topic. But
Star Jimmy Fallon.
wait,
You keep coming at me like I'm Fallon's friend, but really I'm not.
Fallon's not on there, is he?
No, but they're like best friends.
I know they are. That's why I asked. I'm surprised I wonder if he's like a producer. We should check the credits.
Have you ever checked Jimmy Fallon's album? JT's on there. I do this thing, I think everybody does, where like I will find a crazy song on the radio and it just clicks with me and I love it, and then all of a sudden I want to follow that artist. That has never happened for Justin Timberlake for me, ever, until Man of the Woods. Cause I'm a man of the woods, it's my pride. And then also Sauce.
Sauce is pretty good. I like Man of the Woods better, I think.
At me with those eyes like you know something I don't.
That melody right there is actually pretty freaking catchy.
Just that first part.
And it's
Oh,
ooh, gotta turn that off.
message. What you got? Who messaging you? I love your pink. You like my purple.
So we normally have a topic, and we normally like get there eventually. We have no topic.
No hot topic.
No hot topic.
We can talk about hot topic. Never been there.
Really?
No.
Is it? I don't even know if it's
It's just a
still
bunch
thing.
of Family Guy stuff. I don't know. I'm not interested.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Yeah. Well, you got a topic?
Yeah. Oh, I do have a topic. Yep. Here we go.
What you talking about, homie?
So since we don't have a topic,
Yeah.
I'm just kind of picking the first thing off the top of my head,
Oh, I love it.
and I'm going back to not last Sunday because I left last Sunday, but the Sunday before. You bought a game system. You got a No, it's not a 360.
Black box?
X-Bone.
Black box?
You got the bone.
Black box one? Do you like it when I? Do you like it when I pop it?
So you got the Xbox One. I haven't really like messed around with one since they like really first came out.
Yeah.
So you got the Master Chief Collection,
Master Chief.
which I will say played really well once we figured out one thing. So for you listening at home, here's
Yeah.
a tip. If you want to play with friends and only one of you has an Xbox Live membership,
Yeah.
you need to sign them up for even a free tier. Because for whatever reason, if you want to go multiplayer, you
Yeah.
can't use a local guest account.
Yeah, you have to like.
And it
cash
does
your credit
not
account.
tell you that anywhere.
It's been a flaw since it came out, and it was well known for that. And apparently, they've never been able to fix it, so they just ship
Let
the
it be.
game. And
And there is the free live, which is fine.
as long as have a Xbox Live account, the other person that's playing with me does not have to have an Xbox
right.
Live
The
account.
primary has to have the live.
Yeah.
Anyone else just can have the free, just basically it's a Microsoft account.
Well, here's what's also weird is that they included every feature from every Halo game with Master Chief from Halo 1 to 4. But they also include every flaw in that game, too. For example, I got kill spawned, like,
Oh, did you?
so many times. You've had to have, dude. Like, where you spawn right next to an enemy and he just beats you down.
I don't think I got kill spawned.
I want to say a good 15 times.
You did?
Yes. I
Oh.
haven't been kill spawned since Halo 2. Like, I feel like they fixed it after that. Like, Call of Duty has never done that. Like, no other game has done that. But it's like, oh, man, I just died. This is terrible. Well, all right, here I come. I guess I'll try again. Oh, no, I just died again right when I spawned.
They just keep spawning you in the like enemy's base.
I will admit, like, playing Griffball, that was one of my favorite things to do because those spawn points were, like, predestined. So
Right.
I would always just get the gravity hammer and then just stay there.
Right.
And then just destroy them. People didn't like me.
So this is kind of this experience, this Halo experience. I love a good first person shooter. I've always loved Halo. I mean, I've been there since the beginning of the franchise.
Yeah.
That's why I bought the original Xbox. That's why we got a 360. Honestly, the reason I didn't get an Xbox One is because I kind of fell out of gaming for a while. Ended up getting a Switch instead. And then
Better choice.
you
Better
know,
choice in the long run.
Yeah, oh for sure. I would agree with that.
So much more playability.
Also, I'm one of those people where like it's so much better when Bungie did it.
I mean, it's true.
It is true, but I mean,
Halo,
it's still good.
Halo 4 was okay. Halo 5 had terrible reviews, and Halo 6 is coming out. I don't know.
I'm curious. If Halo 6 is phenomenal, and I mean like phenomenal, I might get an Xbox One.
They'd have to do a lot.
They would have to do a lot. So it's
So
going to be a
far,
while.
I can tell you for an Xbox One, although it's backwards compatible, which is wonderful, and every game I bought on my 360 a while back, when I bought the Xbox One, just showed up on there. That was great. Other than that, for me, it's a no buy. PlayStation 4 has so many better games than Xbox One, and the Switch being a portable and a home console in one, plus they have amazing games. It's a no-brainer.
Well, the only reason you even got the
I have
one
it's
is
a Halo
'cause
machine.
you had a gift certificate or something.
Yeah, I had like a.
That's the
I had
only reason you got
I had
it.
a gift certificate that basically paid for the whole thing.
Right. Which was still awesome. I'm not going to lie. Like, the nostalgia there is great. But
Yeah.
throwing down 500, 600, depending, what console you get and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it for Halo.
At this point in time, I have every console that you can game on. I have PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC.
Do you have VR for PlayStation?
I do.
Do you? Oh.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I really like it. Skyrim in VR, the game that I
Yeah.
keep trying to get you to play. Skyrim VR is my favorite way to play. It's like the full adventure game with like role playing, leveling, and everything in a VR world, virtual reality world, and it's awesome.
Huh.
It's a lot of fun. It can get a little gimmicky. There's a lot of really fun games, and the games are really cheap for VR. They're like $20 a pop, something like that, brand new. The VR, you played VR.
Yeah, I've used
Oh, we have
VR.
a HoloLens to try.
Yeah.
Is it charging right now?
It's charging. And I got to set it up too, so.
Brandon went to that conference this last week.
Yep.
And that's his little summer camp, I guess, for gifted teens.
No,
I don't know.
Shut up.
Teens,
It's,
tweens, and in-betweens, I
We
guess.
bill it a summer camp for geeks. It's a 3-day conference. Actually, it's a little bit longer if you go to some of the extra events. It's in the Wisconsin Dells, which is in the state of Wisconsin. Go figure. So if anyone listening is a total nerd, next August, come hang out with us. It's a lot of fun. Really good networking opportunities. Tons of sessions. We had like 150 sessions. 1,700 people. That includes families
1,700.
and stuff.
Here, hold
Anyway,
on.
my work, Skyline, is one of the sponsors, and then I also help with the conference. But I reached out to one of my coworkers and said, "Hey, can I grab one of the HoloLenses out of our offices? Can you bring it to me at that conference?" So yes, we have a HoloLens to play with.
That's awesome. Can you say how many people went there again?
1,700.
1,700! That was worth it.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I grabbed the HoloLens. I've only done a demo, so it's already been set up, ready to go. I've never set one up, so I'm basically gonna reset that thing. It does need a Windows machine associated with it, so I'll throw a VM up or something. Hopefully, it works with a VM.
A bowel movement?
V.
Oh, a vowel
Not
movement.
Vowel movement. Yes.
Yeah, that's where you go to Costco and it's just.
So I know the Windows Store has a bunch of apps and stuff for it now, but so for those that don't know, the HoloLens is instead of the like PlayStation VR meaning virtual reality,
Or
where you basically have a screen in front of your eyes.
what's the other one?
Oculus Rift is another VR platform, and there's a ton now. I mean, there's a bunch. The HoloLens is what's known as AR, which if you've played something like
Arr.
Pokemon Go,
Pokemon Go.
when you have the Pokemon in your real world, that is AR. AR meaning augmented reality, as in you see your world, but it's augmented or
Dude,
added
this is
to.
basically a show for like nerds. I think they already know what AR means. Arr.
We got people out there that don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they're not our audience.
so the HoloLens was the first like real augmented reality headset. Technically, as of this last week, there is another competitor out there called the Magic Leap. It looks okay. I've heard some of the technical aspects of it actually don't even compete with the HoloLens, which is funny because the HoloLens is 2.5 years old now. But I'm hoping this is to push Microsoft to release the 2. So we'll see. But anyway, yeah, it'll be cool to play with.
I'm super pumped.
Yeah, it
Can you
is
see
a
how
neat
pumped I am?
experience. Like AR, like we're in the infancy of it right now. Like Google Glass was kind of AR, but a little different.
Not really.
It was like
it was basically just a smartphone above your eye.
it
That's
kind
not
of was.
really AR.
I mean, it would like do stuff that would put it in front of your eye, but it wasn't like
technically you taking for you to say Google Glass is AR. That's the same thing as you putting a smartphone in front of you and saying this is AR.
yeah.
My
it's-
reality is augmented by this device.
Right. So it's the difference between something that is in front of you and augmenting versus something that tries to make it like a real experience. We'll see what the HoloLens is like. I've done a demo.
Are you
It's
distracted
cool.
by what I'm doing right now?
Yeah.
The thing was jabbing me in the neck. What? Were you doing Bobcat Goldthwait? Do it again. Do it again. You have a really good...
Yeah, guys. I'll have to watch. I'm gonna learn it. What, Bobcat? How do you say it? Goldthwait?
Goldthwait.
Gold with an F or a TH?
And no, like you have a lisp, like Goldthwait.
Goldthwait.
No, it's
Old
like
comedian
gold.
back in the day. Funny guy, but I was thinking Kenny did this stupid voice the other day, and it reminded me of the little red demon in Hercules.
Yeah.
And is he actually voiced by him?
We're talking about what it would be like to be a redneck homosexual. And that was the voice I was doing. Hey, Cletus, what you doing later?
Nothing.
I got an idea.
What's that?
We can lay on Confederate flags and spoon a little.
Gets my engine going. Can we invite Haas?
Haas. That sounds like a grandpa, dude.
His mechanic buddy.
That's the wise older homosexual.
Listen here, children. I got stories from days old.
Gather around for a story about. I can't even.
All right, that went down a weird path.
I'm trying to think of an appropriate thing to say, but I can't.
There's nothing appropriate. We already started the conversation inappropriately.
Just think about all the days, just a butt loving and a butt humping. Why back in the day?
Your sounds.
Why back in the day when there was no more cattle to do?
Okay, your old guy versus my old guy is very similar.
Yeah,
but yours sounds like he's like very exhausted, tired.
I'm picturing like he's a working man too.
Mine's a little more jovial. Hey, children. He's got that little brightness in his voice.
Let's all sift the river for gold, and then head on down to the saloon.
Well, all right.
That's Haas.
That's Haas. All right. Anyway, I didn't realize it because I haven't really picked up an Xbox controller in a while. I love the Xbox controller, first of all.
I've love-hate relationship for me.
I've always really liked the ergonomics.
I'm noticing it feels really cheap. It doesn't come with rechargeable batteries. You have to actually put in AA, like it's.
You have to buy them separately, which
like
I agree is dumb.
Like it's the 2000s.
I know that is dumb.
I bought a charging pack that cost me $25 for each controller.
Yeah.
So not only did each controller brand new cost the same price as the PlayStation 4, although the PlayStation 4 comes with a headphone jack that works, it comes with a touchpad, and it comes with better ergonomic controls, and it comes with a rechargeable battery at the same price as the Xbox controller, which comes with none of those things.
I would argue the ergonomic. I really don't like. I don't like holding PlayStation controllers.
You've held PlayStation 3. You've never held a PlayStation 4 controller.
Is it?
They have
different?
changed it considerably, where it is phenomenal.
All right, I'll have to try it.
Because I hated PlayStation controllers.
No, because my point is, I'm not talking about the features, because I agree. It's dumb and doesn't have the rechargeable. The touchscreen, I guess I don't know. Do you actually use it that much on the PlayStation?
The touchpad?
Yeah, or whatever it is, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, like almost every game uses it.
That's interesting.
Basically, it's just a giant, like where the home button and everything is on the Xbox. Instead, it's this giant button that's an actual touchpad. Most games just use it as a button, but if you're in a map, like in a game or something like that, you can actually scroll your finger across it and it'll move it across the map like it does a smartphone or something like that. I use it a lot.
That's pretty cool then, I guess.
Not to mention the controllers come with 6-axis aiming. So like I have some first-person shooters where I have fine-tuned aiming by like tilting the controller a little bit. So like if I aim with the thumbstick, like if I'm sniping, and then I need just to move it just a little bit more, I can tilt the controller up just a little bit, and then my reticle will go up. Exactly, and it's almost to me. A mouse and keyboard is always the best for first person, but the 6-axis controller for PlayStation makes it pretty close. For those reasons, yeah, the PlayStation controller is way better than the Xbox.
Interesting.
For how much you get for the same price.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying I like the ergonomics of the Xbox controllers.
If I were you, I might bring my PlayStation over sometime so you can try it. Because the PlayStation 4 controllers are phenomenal.
Now, I think everybody can agree that the controller for the original Xbox was abysmal. You remember that thing? It was huge.
I mean, it was basically a tank.
You remember the Dreamcast?
I was going to say, it reminds me a lot of the Dreamcast controller.
Except at least they had an excuse because they had like that slot for the like screen or whatever, right? In the middle.
Yeah.
So they had a reason for it to be that
tennis.
big. There was no reason for the Xbox controller.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking.
They weren't.
I just don't know what they were thinking. I think they were trying to make a machine that looks super, because the machine itself was really weird looking too.
It was a big X.
Yeah, like well that and it had like weird shapes and angles. Like it didn't. If you wanted to put something on top of it, it was almost impossible to. They wanted to just make it look like it was actually alien, like all of it. The controller.
Well, you remember the UI? It
'Cause
was
you remem-
very alien-like.
Remember the buttons were at a weird angle too.
They were.
That was just a
Yeah,
weird controller.
they were like a 15-degree like cut-in angle.
Yeah.
Because I remember if you looked at the controller and I think the black and white button showed it the most. You could see like the face, like not the face, it'd be the side of the button, like a lot, which was really weird.
Yeah. Where if you wanted to push them, you almost all the time had to look at the controller to figure out which one you're pushing.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the reason I bring the controller up is because when we were playing Halo, something I kept struggling with, I'm so used to the Nintendo button layout.
Yeah.
Where it's basically, because it's A, B, X, Y, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reversed. The A and the B are switched and the X and the Y are switched.
Yeah.
And I kept hitting the wrong button.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because Xbox does their own thing.
Yeah. It's totally backwards.
They should do it like PlayStation, where they do their own buttons and everything. Like completely change the name. Like just do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not a big deal. What if they just put 1, 2, 3, 4 on the buttons?
Yeah.
And they won't now because now it's
It's too
considered a
late.
classic Xbox
Right.
controller.
Yeah, they can't do that now. No, I don't know. Because like, I do like the Nintendo Pro Controller.
Nintendo.
Nintendo Pro
Nintendo
Controller.
Pro Controller.
I do like the Pro Controller. And I've been using it a lot because I got Crash Bandicoot. And
Crash Bandicoot.
that plays, in my opinion, much better with the Pro Controller.
I
It plays
imagine it would.
great handheld with
Yeah.
the Joy-Con. But
Joy-Con?
it does play a lot better with the Pro Controller. I was telling you this earlier, but I forgot how difficult that game was.
Yeah.
I beat
Especially
it.
3.
Yeah, I beat them all as a kid, right? Because
Yeah.
I had because those were all on the original PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you play Crash Bandicoot back in
Yeah.
the day?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay.
I told you, PlayStation was my first console that my brother and I ever owned that was just ours.
I had an Xbox and a PlayStation.
Is bon? PlayStation?
And that's about when we fell off the world of the home gaming console, and it was sad.
But Brandon, this was a fun podcast. You know what? Can I say something? You ready? I enjoy it. I enjoy
good.
talking with you.
It's good.
This is basically just us, just shooting poop.
Shooting the poop.
Shoot the poop.
Pew pew.
It was sound effect ready.
Pew 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 pew.
Pew, 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 pew. Wait, that's shooting a fart.
It wouldn't-
Brandon, I know. Can you get in the hashtags? Ready? Wait.
You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Google Play, and I just found out Google Podcasts. You can find us, of course, on iTunes because that's where all the good ones are. And you can find us everywhere else across the web. So thank you for joining us.
That was a podcast you chose to listen to. Do you think you make good choices? Whether you do, you heard Brandon and Candy talk about things that are cool. We're feeling enthusiastic that you can be average too.
You can't do that. That's going to be awesome.
Well, that was a podcast.
That's so dumb.